day you have been dreading since you dropped us off on our first day of school some 14 years ago. Welcome, faculty and staff, to the day you finally get rid of our complaining. And finally, welcome to the graduating class of 2012. J.K. Rowling wrote in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, "It is a strange thing, but when you are dreading something and would give anything to slow down time, it has the disobliging habit of speeding up." Today, this moment, and all year, we've been filled with mixed emotions. We were excited that we were finally seniors, or that we were one step closer to getting out of here. But we were also sad because come May 24th, everything would change. Some of us are leaving the only school we've ever known. Some of us are leaving home for the first time, and some have just found a home with us. No matter what we gain while walking across the stage to get our diploma, we are losing something in the process. Over these past 14 years, our teachers have tried their hardest to teach us. Key word here is tried, because we didn't always listen. We learned equations, proper grammar, chemical symbols, important historical dates, and how to find the cosine of an angle. Not to say that what we learned academically doesn't matter, but the things we learned about ourselves, about others, and about God, those are the things that we will remember when we leave here. That said, our teachers definitely taught us something. Miss Lambert taught us to appreciate little things in life, like plug and chug physics problems. Miss Sloan taught us to appreciate technology. There's nothing like doing a math test without a calculator. Miss Julie taught us that what we say will never matter unless we back it up with our actions. Miss Bryant taught us to look at everything in a positive way, and that husbands can make a girl extremely giggly. Woodman taught us that Indiana Jones does have some historical content. Miss Beth taught us the value of teamwork. Barden taught us that deep conversations were the best kind. Every teacher we have has taught us something that we can take from here when we leave. Sometime years from now, we may even forget these lessons, but our memories will still last. The night before the first day of senior year, I was reading a book trying to get tired so I could fall asleep. I cannot remember what the book was, but I remember one line from it. If these walls could talk, what would they say? Well, that got me thinking. What stories would they tell of us? Would they tell about our failed prank attempts when teachers left the classroom, or of the days we freaked Barden out by giving her the silent treatment? What about Kaylin and Jocelyn's theme songs for everybody? Would they tell of all the things that slipped out of Alex and Bailey's mouth before they thought about it? Or did they laugh at all the times we really wish Wyatt had worn a belt? What about when Mr. Lee made Kyle 30 minutes late for the first day of K4? Maybe they would tell about all the funny moments that had us laughing so hard our stomach hurt. But maybe they would tell of the small moments that made every day worthwhile. Like pizza day every Wednesday, or Abby's laugh, or Marianne's "it smells like fall" moments. What about Stephanie's bossy moments, or my moments where I made everything more complicated than it needed to be? We would be lying if we said we didn't have any apprehension or fear of walking out of here. But no matter where we go or what we do, we will always have one friend with us, God. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Graduating tonight does not mean that the hard work is over. It is only just the beginning. Give nothing less than 100% in whatever you do. Do not let others tell you that you cannot do something. Prove them wrong many times over. Make the most of the talents you are given. Make the most of the opportunities you are given. Make the most of what you have learned. Don't let your life go to waste being complacent. Never think that you've reached your full potential, because I guarantee that if you think you have, then you haven't. As we go forward with our lives, there is no guarantee that things will go as we plan them. There will be hard times and there will be great times. But those hard times are what make the great times that much better. Hall of Fame coach Vince Lombardi said, "It's easy to have faith in yourself and have discipline when you're a winner, when you're number one. What you've got to have is faith and discipline when you're not a winner. We must have faith in ourselves that God has given us the tools to succeed in life. We must have faith in others around us that they pick us up when we fall. Finally, we must have faith in God. Without Him, we can do nothing." Graduates, I want you to take a moment to look at those beside you. Tonight might be the last time we are all in the same room together. Tonight will be the last time we are Grace Christian Academy's seniors of 2012. Our time together is now coming to an end. When I hear my grandparents talk about the people they went to high school with, I always wonder what is the first thing that comes to their mind when they think of them. When I remember Marianne, I will think of the friendliest person that I know. When I think of Dalton, I will remember the quiet one that was always there to help. When I think of Bailey, I will think of the person that always knew everything about everybody. And I mean that in a good way, because it was pretty useful most of the time. When I think of Lauren, I will think of the one we always turned to in science when we needed help. When I think of Katie, I will think of her 2 different sized feet and the fact that even after only 1 year with us, she fit in perfectly. When I think of Kyle, I will think of my best friend since we were born, the one that always provided stability. When I think of Emma, I will think of her wild stories and injuries. When I think of Jocelyn, I will think about that time in anatomy when she won the bonus points on a quiz and scared the mess out of us with her screaming. When I think of Alex, I will think of the moments that my mouth dropped because of the things she said. When I think of Wyatt, I will think about all the times I wish I had not heard the things he said. When I think of Stephanie, I will think of all the times I had to go pick her up to watch TV at my house because she was bored after her surgeries. When I think of Keyshawn, I will think of the silent assassin that was always up to something. When I think of Abby, I will think of pizza day and all our days playing Sporkle to avoid doing our yearbook pages. Sorry, Miss McCoy. When I think of Leah, I will think of salt and ranch dressing. And finally, when I think of Kaylin, I will think of our deep conversations and all the boring moments she turned into memorable ones. To all the teachers, I am sure that I speak for everyone when I say thank you for putting up with all of us. To all our friends from other schools, thank you for sticking by us every step of the way. To all our friends' parents who we think of as additional parents, thank you for always being there to talk to us when we needed someone. And finally, thank you to our parents who have blessed us with more than we deserve. You all are by far the most important and influential people in our lives, and we would not be who we are or where we are without you. Ronald Reagan said, each generation goes further than the generation preceding it because it stands on the shoulders of that generation. You will have opportunities beyond anything we've ever known. Today is just a starting point for us to achieve anything that we want to. Think back to kindergarten when you had career day and you had to dress up as what you wanted to be when you grew up. It was probably something along the lines of a princess or a cowboy or an astronaut. For the record, I still plan on being a princess. But whatever that is, now is the time to become whatever you want to be. From the moment you walk out that door, let nothing hold you back. Super Bowl winning coach Tony Dungy said in his book, Quiet Strength, things will go wrong at times, but you can always control your attitude, approach, and response. Your options are to complain or to look ahead and figure out how to make the situation better. Today is the day that we let go of the things that hold us back and to grab onto the things that challenge us. But for right now, let us enjoy the time we have left with each other. So let's make the best of tonight. Here comes the rest of our lives.
Greater things are yet to come, and greater things are still to be done in this city. You're the God of this city. You're the King of these people. You're the Lord of this nation. You are. You're the light in the darkness. You're the hope to the hopeless.